Okay, I have now brought that into my program. I've got the numbers in there. It says I also put in the preferred email. Sometimes there's different emails than the reply to email that's the generic one or created by the Craigslist people. I have that, and I'm going to now look at another view. I want to know if this is for sale in the multiple listing service. So I made a tab, and you'll notice that my information off to the side stays the same over here. The reason it stays the same is I want certain information, the top information, to be throughout the whole program. And the bottom information is just little things like bedrooms, bathrooms, year built, things like that, that if I want to make a comparative market analysis, I can. It says in this case that I've connected to the multiple listing service. You have to have a password. I have made programs for the public that does not have this. In fact, if you go by, you'll see a disc on some of our properties. The disc looks similar to, say, this one. And on the newly created ones, this program's in there, and you can do the same thing with this program, though we show it. We do it as a just show that one property, but it has all the information except, like, for instance, post view. It wouldn't have that for Craigslist, or the MLS view to check on it. We might have comps in there. But now that I have this, I then go and search the address. It allows me, this is an MLS page, everybody has it. You go and put in 6511 and then put in Italy. I don't put in circle that much, then go next. And it is loading up, and it says there is no record. So I then go down off to this corner here and I make a note of that. No record. And I check it on that 28th. February 28th. Wow, we still have one more day in February. Alright. Now, since there's no record, I then go to the MOA view. If I would have had a record, I could drag over the tax identification number, and it would create my next record. Since I can't in this case, I'm going to go to MOA view. There's nothing there. This is http://property.muni.org, and then it's got some other things which I will try to somehow get to. You can then go to the final file, TX1P+02, and then you will add in the parcel ID, and it will bring it up. In this case, we need to go find the property information, but we're doing it all within the program. The reason you do this is everything relates. There's so many things in this world that relate, except the browsers don't keep track of everything. So you have to pretty much make your own. So you go in here and you go 6511 Italy. Put it in, submit the search. Now I have the gentleman, it looks like, who owns this property. It has a number here. I'm going to drag the number to my tax ID number over here on the corner and drop it in. There's some dashes in it, and I can make a program that goes and filters out these dashes, because the dashes can't be in your link. So you filter that out, and bingo, automatically up comes this thing. Now this is in this program forever. As long as the municipality of Anchorage doesn't do change things, it will be there. I then go and put the tax year, taxes for, we're at 2007, so I'm going to drop that in, and I'm going to look at the taxes. Here's what's interesting about taxes. It says the guy's living in it because there's a residential exception. Now he may have moved out since last year, but he got that exception for moving in. And he also gets a tax credit because somebody got their head together in the municipality or whatever and gave us a tax credit for some reason. I think hopefully that will continue. But I put in the amount of taxes that are paid because, let's say you are an investor, you're not going to get the residential tax credit, and you're going to have to put the $32.71 that's owed instead of the $27.19, $2,700. And I also check to see who's requesting taxes. In this case, Countrywide, which tells me there's a loan with Countrywide out there, which is probably the first. Then I also, because I don't know who this person is, I go and drag his name over there. I also put in the subdivision, and I drag it over here and drop it in. I type in the lot because it's easier than trying to end the block, or the block and the lot. And that's the way it comes out. I also do one other thing, the property information, because this is important for anybody. There is a place where it's called the plat. The plat is 870116. I drag it to the plat. And the reason I do that, I will show you next when we go to creating a title report.